Hey there everyone, welcome to another episode of Gideon's Tactical. Today we're doing a field test and review on the Ontario Knife Gen 2 SP50. That's what we got here in front of us. You know, this thing has so many reviews done on it, so many great things said about this blade, and I really wanted to purchase it and see if it was really up to snuff, because it's rated as, you know, a great wilderness survival blade. The reviewers, other reviewers both on YouTube and, you know, written reviews say that it's great for chopping, batoning, all those things. And so I really wanted to see if it held up to all the hype, as well as to see how it performed against its big brother, the Ontario SP51. This thing weighs 3 ounces more and has a saber grind, whereas the SP50 has a full flat grind. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to do some field testing with it, absolutely. We're going to beat the crap out of this thing. Already seen a lot of hard abuse, but today we're just going to really thump on this thing, and I'm going to tell you whether or not this is actually a good knife to purchase or not with my mileage, what I've done to it, and particularly rating it against the SP51. So let's get out there. I'll give you a couple specs and we'll begin to beat on the SP50. Alright, let's give you a couple specs before we go out there and begin to use the SP50. You're looking at a total blade length of just over 9 inches, like 9.1 inches, with an actual cutting edge of 8.5 inches. You have a full flat grind with a 1/4 inch thick spine, so that's a real nice drop point design. Really like that a lot. Wide grind angle, I'm going to say probably about 25 or 30 degrees on the grind angle. Full tank construction. You got the nice finger groove right there. And it weighs in at 17 ounces. So it's going to weigh about the same as your BK9 and a little bit less than the SP51. So steel is 5160 high carbon. And I believe it is 53 to 55 Rockwell hardness, which is good because it's going to make it super tough. I mean, this thing is almost invincible. You can stick it into almost any type of wood, pry, dig, do whatever you need to with the SP50, and it's going to do a great job. So let's get out there and begin to use this blade.
Hey, where's the beavers? Yeah, I'm Justin Bieber.
And like I keep saying, you know, and this is pretty soft wood. This is an aspen, you know, so obviously hickory or something like that would be a lot harder to go through. But it's doing okay, just not super impressed. BK9 is going to do a little bit better, and the SP50 will do way better. Excuse me, the SP51 is going to do so much better. There we go. So as you can see as I'm doing this, it's very difficult to get any really, you know, useful shavings done with the SP50. Now the handle is really designed well for that with that finger choil, very easy to use, no thumb ramps like the, you know, BK9 to worry about and kind of goof around with, very nice and flat there. So very ergonomic and designed well for this type of use, but because of how wide the grind angle is, it's just not very well suited for this type of carving and whittling. A BK9 would definitely be able to get finer shavings done than this SP50. And again, like I've said, I've worked, you know, pretty hard on this SP50 to get a good edge on it, and I just can't get that really nice fine, you know, shaving edge. It just seems to want to have that really wide grind angle. Again, if you want to put a lot of time into it, you can, but I'm just not getting very good shavings. It's not easy to do. So it's definitely, you know, a batoner and a chopper, not your fine detailed work. You're not going to be able to, you know, get a lot of fire, you know, fluff going there for a fire. You're going to have to work real hard at it, and that's where you would want, you know, a thinner, sharper blade and not as wide a grind angle like the SP50 has. All right, let's take a look at the SP50 with some paracord heavy duty nylon rope type of cutting. Now this has a very wide grind angle. I don't think it's going to do very good. There we go. Definitely have to put some pressure on it and definitely do a little bit of a drag. I mean, it's just a thick, you know, just over a 1/4 inch. blade. Watch out, Tommy. Scoot back, bud. And it's just not really designed to go through this stuff. It can. Watch out. There you go. You can see, but I definitely have to put a little pressure and drag on it. And I have run this through several times, my Spyderco Sharp Maker, and I just really can't get a fine razor sharp edge on it. That's about the best you're going to get without hours and hours of work on it. I mean, I literally spent about an hour just sitting in front of the TV working on this SP50, and this is about as shaving type of sharp as I'm going to be able to get from all the work that I've done with it. So definitely more of a chopper hacker. It can do the nylon rope cutting, but it's just not really designed for that, and you're definitely going to have to put some pressure on it to cut through that nylon rope and that type of stuff.
Mommy, wow, I'm a big kid now.
Dude, this is freaking nice.
Isn't it awesome? You can feel that handle. It's on there still. It's not like jacking around.
Yeah. Way better than that first one y'all got.
Oh yeah, dude.
The first one was so bad.
How much did you pay for that first one?
More than that.
No, I paid 15.
Okay.
About the same, but I mean, that's way better.
Oh yeah, for $3 more.
It's broke.
What is it? Broke our batoning stick.
Dang it, dude, that was the one I liked.
I know, give me the other one.
Oh no, never mind, that was the one I liked. Dude, you just killed my teepee, Brian.
Born a tree. It already fell over.
The whole
You guys can see here that with that full flat grind, it's just not really wanting to split very well, even though it's a 1/4 inch thick. SP51 will definitely do a lot better because of its saber grind. And this pine is not that thick. It's about 3.5, 4 inches thick. Whew, there we go, finally. There we go. So you can see that was a lot of effort for not a huge piece of pine because of that full flat grind. So again, the SP50, smaller stuff, it'll do okay, but I just don't see it being a great batoner compared to, again, particularly the SP51, and your BK9 is going to do basically the exact same thing you just saw here. So, with the SP50 when it comes to batoning. See that BK9, I mean, it's doing the exact same thing that SP50 is doing, that we're testing here today as well. And it's even a little thinner. There we go. Really nice and easy with BK9. Oh yeah, man. Sweet. SP51, come on, baby. Yeah. Woo! Now we're talking. That's the difference between an SP51 and an SP50. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the sheath. You get a heavy-duty nylon sheath with a pocket on the front that snaps open. And then, you can put a multi-tool or a sharpening kit in there. click it back into place. I've heard some complaints that over time these little snaps do break right here, so that is a possibility. I've never experienced that with several of the SP models that I have, but just kind of giving you a little bit of a heads up there. Then you got your lashing points down here if you want to do a leg lashings for your paracord. Flip it on the back, you got a really nice big long stretch of molly, which is great. So you can molly it to all sorts of gear, and you can use it for larger belts. And then you got your nice big large belt loop as well, so you basically got two options, and you can weave it through and not take your belt off if you want to do that. Then you have two more lashings up here, so you could make it jump ready, 3 retention points if you run some paracord through there, and a little retention strap, so you'd have 3 retention straps. You could jump out of a plane with that. Then you got your 2 button snaps that flop open, which are nice, and then you pull your blade out. And these have Velcro right here, so they are adjustable, so you can make it tighter or looser depending on how tight you want to have it around the handle of your SP50, or if you put another blade inside here. You got a Kydex molded insert right in there that is really nice and snug, actually, and the knife will not fall out. You see there I'm holding it upside down. The knife will not fall out just on the retention of that little Kydex insert in there. Really nice and large. So you could use this sheath also for other knives, you know, a Bussy or Swamp Rat, or maybe you bought a Tops knives that just didn't really, you know, fit the bill. The sheath didn't really fit the bill for you because their sheaths come with only Velcro straps and not buttons. So you could use this for other sheaths as well, which is really, for other knives that maybe didn't either come with a sheath or you just aren't happy with the sheath that it came with. It is adjustable, and the blade is 1/4 inch thick, so it'll fit almost every type of blade you can come up with. There's a little bit of rattle, but not bad at all, and very snug, no edge showing at all. Very good, and again, I could tighten those down if I didn't want any blade play there at all. So I would say overall, a 7 out of 10 for this sheath. Really good quality nylon, definitely a better quality than, say, your Becker line of knives over there at K-Bar. That nylon is just really, really flimsy and cheap and wears out almost immediately. This is really good quality nylon, going to last a pretty long time. You know, eventually you will probably want to upgrade to Kydex over, a couple years. This is going to probably start to wear out on you and fray in different ways, but much better, heavy-duty nylon in comparison to K-Bar's Becker nylon sheaths and some other, definitely other sheaths on the market. It's definitely up there. So I'd say about a 7 out of 10 for the sheath on the SP50. All right, everybody. So if you haven't been able to tell yet, I am unimpressed with the SP50. Very, very unimpressed with the SP50. It's going to cost you right around $85, Amazon, eBay, maybe a little more, maybe a little bit less. The SP50 is going to cost you. And for that price, you can get the SP51, which is going to chop better and baton better. They both carve the same. You're not going to get a lot of, fine shavings done with either the SP50 or the SP51. But the SP51 is going to blow it out of the water when it comes to the batoning and chopping. It's going to chop better, it's going to bite in better, and it will definitely split wood twice as fast as your SP50 will. And at that same price and weight, the SP50 costs the same or even a little bit more than the K-Bar BK9, and it weighs the same as the K-Bar BK9. And I would take the K-Bar BK9 over the SP50 any day of the week as well, because it chops better, carves better, way better than both these knives. The BK9 carves better than both of these knives, and batons better because of the saber grind, even though the SP50 is technically thicker at 1/4 inch and the BK9 is at 3/16. The BK9 baton's better than the SP50. So the SP50, I don't know what everyone's so excited about. Not impressed. I would recommend not buying the Ontario SP50 and either go with the 51 if you really like that design, or go with the BK9. Either one of those is going to be the exact same price and be better than the Ontario SP50. So I'm going to have to give it a thumbs down, particularly for that price point. Not impressed at all at around $85. So I hope this review has helped you guys out. Thanks so much for watching. Stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.